What's up, y'all? This is your boy Juro, and I felt it on my spirit that somebody needs clarity on their bonds. And it was placed on my spirit through my opinion to help you understand. So you guys are having bond issues because you don't understand the connections that you have. So I'm gonna help you understand what's the difference between a friend, an opportunist, and an associate. You ready? Let's go. See, the word friend is very sacred. It is very precious because it's like a diamond. You can pull a diamond out of the earth and the shape it comes in, it can be dirty. But when you take the time to invest and look at it, you will come to find out how precious to possess that diamond. That should be your friendships. See, a friend, you can't replace them. Once the connection has been forged through time, not only will you find out that you'll see the commonality that you both share, but what is more importantly is the growth that comes from that connection. You see, when it comes to an opportunist will use whatever the means to get a specific outcome. See, a friend won't do that because they genuinely love you, the person. See, with an opportunist, they see it as it comes with the territory. Some bonds are forged, some bonds are broken, but the ends meets the means. So an opportunist will never allow you to have a transparent bond with them because they know what's at stake. They already know that for that connection to be rooted, they must be vulnerable. They must be transparent. And this is something that an opportunist looks at as weakness. See, with a friend will genuinely bare their soul to you. They will confide their deepest thoughts to you because they know that you've earned the right to see it, to understand it, and they also know that you will not put them in harm's way. See, with an opportunist, it's see comme ça, see comme ça. Oh well, if we were strong enough, you would have held on, and they're going to keep it moving. When the heat of reality is turned up, they are never around, but they're always there when they need you. They will sometimes use you and your connection as a means of barter. So that means if you have to take the L for them to advance, so be it. See, when dealing with an opportunist, you got to understand. And I'm not trying to differentiate between an opportunity and an opportunist. See, first of all, an opportunist doesn't love themselves. An opportunist embraces what we know is a narcissistic mindset. They walk with no apology. They walk with no remorse. They walk with no respect, but they always project what they want you to see, not what is needed to be understood. See, with a friend, what you see is what you get because it's based off of love. And once again, they won't put you in harm's way. But more importantly, they won't put themselves at risk either. Because they know there's a commonality but that should be shared between the two of you. If they genuinely have your best interest, why would they put you at risk? So that goes back to the transparency, which is also, you must be vulnerable to be transparent because there is nothing but truth. Now, you don't have to agree all the time, but you'll come to understand the perspectives that you both share should also do the same thing. Help you both progress. Help you both understand. Help you both grow. Because by you being on this planet, your responsibility is to embrace your purpose. Your responsibility is to unconditionally love you. So these people are extensions of you. Why? Because we're talking love, y'all. And love is a representation of God. See, an opportunist don't know God, but they might know that Bible. They know how to be cunning. They know how to be manipulative. And they know how to bleed a turnip if need be. But what they do not know how to do is take accountability for their lives. Why? It's too painful. They don't want to look at it. They'd rather go ahead and change the environment. Take the one mask off to put the real mask back on, hoping that no one sees them for who they are. But see, a friend, guess what? They see your soul. They see your truth. And depending on how innate the connection is, how pure it is, they see it in your dreams. And for the opportunists, they don't like that because anything that has to do with love, they shriek away from it. They try to turn a blind eye to it. They try to do whatever they can, but it is futile because it doesn't go away. I tell everybody all the time, whatever is ordained by God will come to pass. That's why you can't kill love, y'all. Love can only be transformed. Now let's talk about that associates. Another demographic that society has placed out there. I'm not your friend, and I know you got some issues, but I like having you around. And an associate basically is no different than you standing in a line with a ticket in your hand. Think about a time when you had to go to the DMV and you're waiting for that number to call. The same thing. They're just waiting for the opportunity to align themselves with you. Now here's the kicker with that. The commonality is the traits and behaviors that are found in you is what attracted those people to you. So you have to take accountability. You have to take ownership of your life. But more importantly, your most best friend should be yourself. If you cannot speak your truth, you won't know where you're going. You might as well be walking in a fog. And this is a travesty because this also perpetuates and aligns people in your life that does not deserve or have earned the right to hear you breathe, let alone protect your heart or act in your best interest. Why? Because they don't see your worth. That's why these people do not know what transparency is. They do not know what a place of authenticity is. Why? Because they don't have a relationship with God. So if you're spending one day in pain, in torment, feeling that you are a hostage inside your mind, being ransomed for your body, it is very important that you look at your circle. That is why it's very important. You always hear people, keep your circle small. Not everyone is supposed to have access to your life. But trust when I tell you this, y'all. The more you invest in your life, the more that you place God first in everything you do, He's going to show you what you need to see. You will come to understand it. And you will be in a position and placement to make sound decisions. Do not worry about connections that you once had. If these people genuinely loved you, genuinely, guess what? They still do. Sometimes God will divide you from people so growth can take place. Yes, you know that spiritual connection you feel for this person because you only see and want the best for them. Well, guess what? After the work is done, that person should be manifested, and that's the person you will see, as well as they've earned the right to speak your name. So don't worry about that. As for those opportunists always gravitate to themselves. They always attract the same. And what happens? This is what we know as a spiritual storm. Because in the intended time and moment, someone will come into their lives to teach them to break those rough edges off through disappointment. But guess what? You know what happens? Every person that ever spoke their name, every person that genuinely loved them, every conversation, every moment, every event will play back in their minds. Because that's what God does. He wants nothing but the best for you. As associates, let me tell you what. An associate is a person that is not grounded and they're trying to find themselves through your endeavors and merits. See your worth, speak your truth, and always place God first in all that you do. So, if you have someone in your life that is doing those things, I think that you need to make a choice. And that choice is to love yourself more, claim you. It is now time to step into your life and watch what God is going to show you. You're worth it, y'all. And as I always say, God's praying for you. You know I am. I see your worth. And for that, it helps me discern mine. Come on now. It's time to do the work. You can do it. You know why? Because you're blessed. Love to hear from you guys. Have a great week. Bye.